White House is not ready to join in on the COVID lab leak theory, though top officials say the president believes it is important to get to the bottom of the origins of the virus. The Department of Energy now believes that the virus leaked from a lab in China, joining the FBI in that assessment. But National Security Coordinator John Kirby says the virus's origins still aren't known.
What the president wants is facts. He wants the whole government designed to go get those facts. And that's what we're doing. And we're just not there yet.
Peter Pitts is a former associate commissioner for the Food and Drug Administration and president of the Center for Medicine in the Public Interest. Thank you, Peter, for being with us. You know, 4 other federal agencies have agreed that this is not a lab leak, but it was spread by natural transmission from animals to humans. Why is there no consensus among the federal agencies 3 years later?
Well, there's no consensus for a couple of reasons. Firstly, because there's no coordination. We have multiple agencies looking at the same thing, talking probably to the same people. That's wrong. That's a poor use of resources. So the first thing we need is better coordination. Obviously, the second reason is, people's opinions change based on the facts that are available. It goes back to playing politics with COVID. That's not acceptable. During the teeth of the pandemic, Tony Fauci said that a lab theory was ludicrous, that it was preposterous, that it was partisan bickering, and that's proven not to be true. It's a serious scientific inquiry. So we've got to separate this from politics, do the science, because the only way to prevent the next pandemic is to understand how this pandemic started.
Well, and you make a good point. Dr. Fauci stepping down from his post, but not responding to these recent reports of a lab leak theory becoming a hypothesis. Hopefully we get more intelligence from this reporting and it helps us prepare for the next pandemic, as you mentioned. But what are we doing as a country to prevent another man-made global outbreak?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to it. So I think the answer is we're talking about it, which I guess is a first start. In my experience and to my knowledge with the people that I'm speaking to, there's been no additional effort from either state or federal governments to really put the pedal to the metal on a pandemic preparedness plan and proposition. We've got to get that done. I think one of the big mistakes in COVID for the last couple of years is we chose to allow the states to take the lead, which meant we had no consistent plan, no consistent coordination and communications. I think that the federal government needs to be the first among equals, the person at the head of the table, rather than allowing governors to do their own thing. Not that they don't need to specialize in their own state's requirements, but it's got to be a federal level proposition. And that was one of the mistakes I think we learned from COVID-19.
Right. And I hope I didn't misspeak, but whether it was man-made or whether it was natural transmission, this is something that we're definitely paying more attention to in 2023. So we know that the Department of Energy reportedly that this was low confidence, which means there's not enough evidence to have higher confidence. But besides China, where else are we looking for, and how safe are our own domestic labs from threats here in the U.S.?
Well, when I was at FDA, we did a lot of work with labs that were level 3 serious contamination possibilities. There are procedures you put in place to guarantee their security, and it's top notch. What's happening in China, what's happening in Russia, what's happening in the rest of the world, that's not under our control. So perhaps one good next step would be to coordinate how various countries deal with these very serious lab security issues.
Peter Pitts, thank you so much for being with us. I know this is a story we'll stick with, and we appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Let's get to our...
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.